I'm Ellen McCauley, and I'm at Pray It Off, and I'm in Syracuse, New York on September 5th. And this is the 24th time that I have stood here to begin a session of Pray It Off. 24th time. The first session started in January of 2008, and you fast forward 11 and a half years, and boy did they go fast. And all of a sudden, it's September of 2019, at the end of this session, we will have been at Pray It Off for 12 years. We have a prayer that we use for the group. Please save that, and let's say it right now, and let's say it like we really mean it. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
My dear God, you are so good, so kind, and so loving. Thank you for all you have given me and done for me, for all my blessings. I need you in every aspect of my life. I know you want me to be happy and whole. Please take away my desire to overeat and give me the strength and willingness to exercise. Please help me to achieve and maintain a healthy weight and lifestyle. And Lord, let me reach out and assist others as they strive to accomplish the same goals. Through the name of Jesus I pray.
Amen. And I want to start this session by saying on Labor Day, I really was depressed. I mean, really depressed. And then I thought about it for a moment, and I thought, wait a minute, Ellen. You usually are depressed on Labor Day. And I want you to sit down, Ellen, with a sheet of paper and a pen and try to really uncover why you're depressed. I get depressed every Labor Day because on June 1st, when you live in Syracuse, New York, you look across and you go, June, July, and August? I am going to lay by the pool, and I'm going to read books, and I'm going to organize my whole house, and I'm going to go Pray It Off on September 5th, and I'm going to be 10 pounds lighter. I'm going to exercise every single day. My yard's not going to have a weed in it. Plus, I'm going to work full-time and help my mother who's sick, not to mention my adult children who are very needy, and my grandchildren. I'm going to do all those things. And then all of a sudden, it's Labor Day, and you realize that Pray It Off is starting in 4 days, and there's no way you can lose 20 pounds in 4 days without an amputation. So what you end up doing is this whole self-flagellation. Here's what Ellen McCauley did. Ellen McCauley says, you run that group, Ellen. You started that group back in January of 2008. How can you go to session 24 and not have lost weight over this summer? And then I got out the sheet of paper and I listed all the reasons why, and they were valid, that I did not lose weight over the summer. And we'll hit a few of those. The group's not about me, but I want to share some of the challenges over the next few months so that perhaps you can relate to them in your own life. And then I said, you know what? I am 65 years old, and I am sick of being upset with myself. I am sick of not liking myself. I am sick of saying you are such a failure. So on Labor Day, I said, here's what I'm going to do so that I'm not depressed next Labor Day. Next June 1st, when that June, July, August is laying like a vista, I will try to remember just how fast it stinking goes. I will remember not to set lofty goals. And I will say, it is what it is, but the most important thing is how blessed are we that maybe we didn't lose the weight over the summer, but we can leave here tonight and drive to our homes. They're not blown away in a tornado. We can go home because we're alive. We're breathing. All you have to do is read the paper. On September, whatever Labor Day is, I said, I'm going to say to the group, we will not feel bad about ourselves today. We will not say, Ellen was kind of mad at me because I didn't fill out one log over the summer, even though she told me to. I wasn't mad at you. What was I? What did your mother used to say to you? I was a little disappointed. Perhaps if you would have been a hero and lost 10 pounds and not logged, I would have said, I think I'm going to change the whole philosophy of Pray It Off. We'll have a non-logging group because look at you lost 10 pounds and didn't log. That's usually not the case. The case usually is. And what I love is some people said, I stopped logging when I realized I was gaining weight. Let me see how much sense that makes. All right, here's the thing though. This is the zone that we come to and we say, I love Jesus. I love my table mates. I might be a new member to Pray It Off, but look at all these crazy people, and I'm kind of crazy too, and maybe I can lose a couple pounds. And unlike some of these losers, maybe I can keep it off over the summer. Truthfully though, some people did really good over the summer, and we will celebrate them next week. I didn't lug I told them in June that they would get an award if they lost 5 pounds. You get a certificate if you stayed the same or lost weight, but if you lost 5 pounds, and there are a few people, you're going to get a prize, and I'm bringing them next week. But here's what I say. Let's not feel bad about ourselves. And you know what's funny? On September, on Labor Day, when I was feeling bad, what day was it? September 2nd. On September 2nd, when I was saying, poor Ellen, she, struggling, I was feeling sorry for myself. Doesn't my phone start ringing? And it's like, hey, this is blah, blah. I don't think I'm going to come back to session 24 because I gained weight and I want to take this session off and then I want to lose weight and then I'll come back in January. I go, don't you realize this is a weight loss group? You want to lose weight? Just come back. So you gain weight. Let's do it together. And so at least 4 people called me on Labor Day trying to quit. They're all here tonight. Thank you for coming. Woo! And I have in here the ubiquitous food log, and on the food log, which I really believe in, and I think that if you write it, you own it. And we're going to talk about the food log I've been logging for 11 and a half years. I weighed 371 and I've lost almost 200 pounds. It really does work. So at the top, there's 9, 15, 19 readings. Does anyone remember where we left off? What table had the Bible readings next?
11 did the last.
11 did the last one? All right, well then, table 1, you can do it for next week, okay?
Thanks, Bonnie.
Well, guess what? It doesn't matter anyway. Table 1 can do it. Let them do it. They're good at it, okay? I'm going to reel everyone back in. This is my new thing. It's a fishing pole. I'm reeling you in. You hear? Okay. On the back of the food log is a quote. It says, it's not about perfect, it's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. That's how change occurs. And I put that quote on there is because there are people, and I'm going to ask people in the group not to talk when I'm talking. It's very disconcerting, and I'm giving out information. Thank you so much. There are people in the group that think, I joined a weight loss group. That's step 1. It is. It is step 1. But change is step 2. If you do everything you normally do and don't change one thing, just coming on Thursday is not going to give you the success that you might want. And we're going to talk about what you can do to have change in your life. Table 1, you've got the readings. And after those readings, you see we have the Pray It Off prayer, and on the back is the Pray It Off session, Padre Pio. And for those of you who are new to Pray It Off, I, in 2007, said to Father Pryor about starting the group, and I came up with the name Pray It Off, and the initials are P-I-O. And then I did a little research on St. Pio, who also struggled with his weight. So that's how St. Pio became our intercessor. So we say the intercession to St. Pio at the end of every meeting. In here is also the meeting schedule, and let's talk about that for a minute. At the top it says starting weight, and many of you did this over the summer, and guess what? Everyone who showed it to me over the summer were people who actually lost weight. They're like, look at this, Ellen, because they were proud of it. They did a good job. People who gained 20 pounds didn't say, look at this, Ellen. They didn't say that. They're like, I don't even want to know Ellen. I don't care who she is. All right, starting weight at the top. If you weigh 170 tonight, you write down 170, okay? 12-week realistic goal. We want to lose 10 pounds by Christmas. I think if you weigh 170, a 10-pound realistic goal, 160, is a perfect thing to put down. And then tonight, under September 5th, you write 170. I want to go over the schedule. We have a meeting every September Thursday. We have a meeting every October Thursday. And we even have a meeting on Halloween because I don't think anyone in the group is 5 or 6 years old. I know some of you might want to see your grandchildren, etc. We do get out at 7. But I had to have a meeting on October 31st because I could only have 2 meetings in November and 1 in December. Because the second Thursday in November, they need this room for the food pantry. And the third Thursday is Thanksgiving, and well, whatever it is, whatever this works out, it was booked, whatever the days are. Right, Donna? We did this right. All right, and then December 5th is the only day in December because then they need the church hall for the concert, and for the food pantry, etc. So, on December 5th, we will have awards. There will be a new member award for success and a veteran member, 10-pound award, a Bob Frank Look-Up award, which I'll tell you more about, perfect attendance, and so there's 12 weeks. We can do anything in 12 weeks, okay? I have the Pray It Off guidelines. Some people have been in the group tonight for 12 years. Some people have been here tonight with me since session 1. The most important thing I can say about the Pray It Off guidelines is please read them at home if you're new. I start at 6 on the dot, that's important. If you cannot come, look at number 14. You must call or email me, give me a note. My cell phone is there, my email is there, and you have to have a valid reason because if we didn't do that, we would want to stay home and lay in bed. So let's have a valid reason. It's a confidential group. What that means is if you're in Wegmans, you don't tell someone's business from your table. You don't even say that they're in the group. And I really hope people are being confidential about that because some people are very personal about their weight and their weight loss journeys. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.